we are again.
Hi everyone. Hope you're having a good evening. And here we are again, I guess.
Go to the Facebook page. It worked last time. We got a couple extra people as far as engagement goes by sharing this live feed from our personal page, right? Like share it from our personal page. It'll pull up on your personal page. So when you're doing your live feed from your fan page, because remember, and I don't even know if we've actually discussed this before, but when you're going and you're promoting yourself, you're promoting a business. Now, if you're just doing personal stuff for whatever reason, for shits and giggles, then of course you don't need a fan page. But if you're running a business like we are, then you need to create a fan page or business page, because then you have control over the audience that you can target, and as well as the type of ads that you can run. So you want to make sure that you do all your live broadcasts from your fan page. And one way to get a little bit extra engagement is while you're doing your live from your cell phone, pull up your laptop computer, go to your personal page, and it should pull up on your newsfeed. It should be in your newsfeed while you're actually going live at the time. And give it a like from your personal page, and also give it a share. And then that way it's going to go out to anybody that's on your personal friends list that might not have liked your page yet or might not be following your page. And therefore will allow you to reach a larger audience at a, quicker. So does it work? If it shared?
Yeah, I'm doing it on mine now.
Okay.
Just takes a little extra second.
Nobody. It's not showing anything.
What did you call it?
I didn't call it anything, actually. I wasn't sure what we were getting close to our time frame to be starting, so yeah, we got started just a little bit late, but for a good reason. We were in a webinar with one of our team leaders, Alfredo Delgado, for our two of our businesses actually. He's not our sponsor, but he was like the guy above our sponsor. He's just part of the group, or he's one of the group leaders, right? And so we were on a webinar with him, and he was teaching us some different Facebook strategies and ways to use Facebook to generate free leads and traffic to your business, and how to capture the lead and different things like that. And for anybody that might not be familiar with internet marketing and online marketing, there is a big learning curve for a lot of folks. It's kind of like going back to school. One of our main offers that we promote has hours upon hours upon hours of training videos that will teach you the ins and outs of internet marketing. Now, do you have to be an expert in all of them? Of course not. But as you grow and you start mastering one technique, then you're going to expand that. You're gonna have one thing on autopilot, whether it's Facebook or paid traffic or whatever it is. You master that and you get it working, and you get your email list, your follow-up emails converting and everything else. And then once that happens, then you're going to move on to like banner ads or something else. And we don't need to get into all that right now, but I'm just saying that one of our courses that we offer is a very, very in-depth and extensive class, essentially, on digital marketing. Not to mention, there's live seminars also included in that product. The first of which we are going to in March. That is
Hawaii.
Taking place in Hawaii. So we're definitely looking forward to getting our asses to Hawaii.
Get like spring break.
Yeah, right? For adults.
For adults, yeah.
That want to learn.
Yeah.
Learn how to make money. Make
yeah.
bank. Not just fucking, 5 figures a year. We're talking 6, 7 figures. 10 years. Shit. I'm going to have my own plane. I'm going to fly that son of a bitch wherever I want to go. I'm telling you right now. I'm going to have my own plane, and I am going to fly that. Just putting that out there.
Yeah, but there's so much great content. This guy has so much to give. He's at one of the top marketers in internet marketing. So much awesome stuff to share. And we decided to take advantage of an opportunity that he was sharing. And we're super excited because it's just going to help us take our business from here to like where planes fly.
The sky. She's
Yeah,
talking about the
that
sky.
place. I am. That's exactly where I'm talking about, the sky. So we're super excited. We're super excited. And, you know, the whole reason we got into this, to started doing internet marketing, was because we needed to make a change. We decided that we did not want to keep living our life the way we had been living it. You know, wondering how are we going to get the money to pay for our bills, you know, just the stress that comes with financial difficulties. Like, we didn't want that anymore. And no matter how hard we worked, we just could not get ahead. And I know so many people can relate to that. You know, you live paycheck to paycheck, and it's frustrating. And, you know, the one, like, something as easy as, like, you know, something's wrong with your car that you have to get fixed, and it's just, like, complete and utter, like, I don't, what's the word I'm looking for? Just, like, anger, frustration, you know, you feeling depressed because you were pinching pennies already, so now what are you going to do? Like, we did not want to live that way anymore. And I know so many people out there live that way and don't want to, but don't know how to make the change. And so we're here showing you that, you know, if you're one of those people and you're looking for something to help or someone to help, that's what we're doing. And we're here to help. We're here to help other people to make those changes and not have to worry about, you know, living month to month when something little happens that it just completely throws your whole month off. You know, you don't know how you're going to pay for the water if you got to fix your car because you got to get to work. You know, nobody wants to live like that. And we were tired of just having the same discussion where we talk about our financial situation and, you know, just the stress and the anger and the depressed feeling of, you know, feeling lost and hopeless. Because, you know, you don't want to think that money does that to you, but it really does. Like, it might not buy happiness, but it sure makes things a hell of a lot easier. So, you know, that's why we're here. We wanted to make that change for ourselves, and we decided we had to take action because nobody was going to do it for us. You know, we were the only people who could make that happen, and so we were going to do it. Because we don't want to be working until, you know, well, actually, you know what? If we just went off and been employees, we'd probably be working the rest of our lives. Retirement is probably just a pipe dream, you know, for people in our generation. So that's what we decided to do. We wanted to make the changes, and so we decided to take action. So if you're looking to take action, let us know. We're here to help. We'd gladly help you because we know that there's so many people. I mean, we know people who would benefit greatly from what we're doing, but you have to be willing to make the change. We'll show you the path and we'll help you, you know, get there, but we're not going to do it for you. You know, we're not going to take your feet and walk you along the path for you. So, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what to say here. I got kind of lost in thought for a second.
What I said was so profound. It just rendered you speechless.
That is it.
So,
yeah, I don't know what to say. Here's the thing, too. You know, it's not get rich overnight either. Don't think that that's what we're sitting here telling you. Though you just make money just like that, right? Okay, you can't. And remember too, this is business. So anybody that knows what business entails, that means guess what? There's some startup cost. Now, does it have to be a lot of money? No. Is it like opening a McDonald's franchise where you need $1 million just for the franchise, not to include the brick and mortar business, not to include the employees, not to include the food, right? You're talking you're probably talking at least almost $2 million to get a McDonald's franchise started. That's not what we're talking about here. But it is a business and there is expenses, okay? Now, depending upon how dedicated you want to be, or how much income you actually, or cash flow you currently have, you may be able to jump to the front of the line at a quicker pace than others and start making money fast. But for the majority of those people who might be watching this or thinking, okay, yeah, I'm quite tired of living paycheck to paycheck. Well, guess what? A big top tier product isn't going to be in your market right now. Okay? You don't want to bet the house on something that you've never done before. So you want to start smaller. You want to come in at a lower level where you can scale and grow over time as you learn and earn at the same time. And we have ways for you to do that as well. Okay? Again, nothing's free. Nothing's free. If it's free, it's probably not worth your time. Or if it's free, it's not going to pay you that much, more than likely. Now, there might be some opportunities out there that we haven't personally seen yet, but nothing that we're offering right now is free. So understand that, too. If you really don't know how you're going to pay your bills this month, then, maybe right now is not the time for you to come into this business. Get your shit together first, right? And then you're probably telling yourself, well, I don't know how. I don't have any money to join. I can't even pay my bills. Well, I can't find a job. I don't know what to tell you. I personally filed bankruptcy. I don't know how many years ago it's been. I guess 7 years, 2010, I think it was. And I was down. I didn't know what the hell I was going to do. A couple things went my way, I guess. Well, I went back working jobs that I didn't want to work. I was making 8 something an hour, only working part time, but I worked my ass off, and I was a good employee, right? I showed up on time. I stayed late if they needed me to, and I worked when I did exactly what they wanted me to do, and I ended up getting hired on to that same company full time. Well, actually, it was 2 part-time jobs in 2 different departments within the same company, so I was getting full-time hours, and then another opportunity came, and I was able to take that, and that got me into a construction field where I was working really hard and a lot of long hours, but I was making good money, and you start to realize that when you're trading all your time for money, regardless of how much you're making, if you're trading all your time for it, it's really not worth it, because you could be making 6 figures a year, even 7 figures a year, but if you're literally never home, never see your wife or your husband, and you never see your children, you're only home, and sometimes we'd even have to work through holidays, not even get the holiday off, right? I know there's people out there in that exact situation right now. I know there's people out there that are in that situation. You make good money, and it's hard to justify leaving a job like that to that security, to venture out on your own, right? To get away from that enslavement, so to say, of the job itself. And, you just got to ask yourself, what do you want to do? Do you want to trade time for money, or do you want to trade money for time? So it's, it comes down to a couple things. What do you want to do with your life? What are your goals? What do you see in your future? Do you see yourself working until the ripe old age of 60 or 70 years old? Right? Literally in the labor force somewhere in some capacity. Is that what you see for yourself? Doctors, listen, I think about doctors all the time sometimes. That didn't make any sense. I think about doctors all the time sometimes. Sometimes I think about doctors, and I think to myself, when you go to the doctor's office and you see a doctor, they're a well-paid doctor, they're a specialist, right? They're making good money. They're definitely making maybe $200-300 grand a year, maybe if they're a good specialist in a bigger city, in a good hospital, etc. Whatever. They're making good money that a lot of people out there aren't making. But what do they do? Like, what does their life look like? They always look stressed. They always have huge bags under their eyes. They look like they never get any sleep. They're always on call. They got to deal with people in the middle of the night. They got to do, not only that, but you're dealing with usually you're dealing with sick people. People who are hurting, people who have problems, etc. So you're dealing with people that are, not doing well. So that's got to take a toll on you too.
Mentally.
Yeah, mentally and spiritually. I used to be a probation officer for juvenile delinquents, right? And I didn't make jack shit, granted. But, I made enough at the time to pay my bills as early 20s. But, dealing with those kind of kids on a regular basis, man, it's just not the kind of environment I wanted to be in and around. It just, it brings you down because you see the potential in a child, but when you see that they just take it and they totally wipe their ass with it and don't care and just continue to perpetuate the same negative illegal behavior over and over and over again, you just get really discouraged. And I know I still have friends in that field, and there's definitely kids that you were able to help, and that helps make up for it. But I'm going to tell you right now, the day to day on that is it can be daunting and very, very difficult to deal with. So if those are the kinds of feelings you have, then that's who we're talking to. Right. If you spend all your time at work, even if you have a good income, because really, if you want to come into a business like us, you need to have some kind of income. I mean, if you're completely broke, you need to get your financials in check first. Now we do have one offer that's $40 to get into, $40. Okay. Now for some people, you might spend that on a bag of weed or a couple cases of beer a week, right? If you're broke, I mean, come on, that's probably what you're doing. You're partying on the weekends, right? But for $40, you can get started, and you make an $80 commission on everything that you refer from there. So I mean, literally one sale will pay up your upfront costs. Now there's also a $20 a month membership, blah blah blah. We don't need to get on all that kind of stuff. But there's also ways for the people that don't have a bunch of money or don't have much cash flow that you can start generating a cash flow fairly easy and fairly quick if you follow our lead and listen to what we have to say, take our advice, let us coach you, join our clubs, our groups, our online groups where there's tons and thousands, literally like almost 3,000 people. I think it's almost 3,000 people in one of our this specific opportunity I'm talking about here. There's like 3,000 people in it already that you can bounce ideas off of and learn from and network with. And yeah, go ahead.
But I think one of the big things that we're trying to get across here is that there are opportunities out there that you can be a part of where you can start making an additional income that can really help alleviate the stress of just the month-to-month finances. And that's really what we were looking for. And
right, we were just looking for supplemental income.
Right.
Just something, a couple $100 a month at the,
right.
I mean, if nothing else, that's where we started at. And that's,
But then we got into this opportunity and like, we're learning that there's people out there doing exactly what we're doing, making 6 and 7 figures a month. And it was like, well, once we got in, we're like, let's do this. Because that's what, everybody wants financial freedom and everybody wants the freedom of time. People want to live the life that they dream about living. That's you work hard now, and then when you retire, you can live your life. But why wait that long? That's our parents and our grandparents' way of thinking.
It's the industrial age way of doing it.
If you're looking to start a business, online businesses are the place to be. I mean, it's the information age. Where do you get your information? So,
why are Macy's closing their doors? Why are these other retail chains, national chains, big
the
companies,
Limited, completely going out of business?
Why are these places closing? Why? Because people were buying stuff on the internet as opposed to actually going to the store. I mean, you think about it. You can even buy shoes online. Even if you can't try them on, you try them on when they get there, and they send you a sticker that you put back on the bag. If they don't fit, you send them back and get the size that you need. Granted, it takes a few extra days, but let's face it, you can do that on a Tuesday when you're working all week, and you can still have your shoes. You can have them shipped to you, try them on, they don't fit, send them back, and have another pair by the weekend. You know what I'm saying? So it's really not as inconvenient as some of you might want to argue that it is. It's not. It's the way of the future, and the future is here.
Yeah.
Don't mistake it. The future is here. There are plenty of people out there that are taking advantage of this right now, and it's only going to continue to grow. So don't think that, the market's oversaturated. Christ, there's billions of people in the world, and online alone. I mean...
And just think of how many people are turning 18 this year.
Right.
And they'll be 19 and 20. People come... There's new people every day.
Right.
New opportunities. I mean, not that you should target 18-year-olds, but I'm just saying that there's new people coming in, and as the years go on, there's new people looking for opportunities all the time. I mean, just think about how many people you know. How many people are those internet marketers? Doing marketing online. I mean, we know one, like Oakley, like that's it, and we know a lot more people than just one. So, you'll never run out of people. So, I mean, we had that thought, and somebody clarified that for us, and it makes a lot of sense. So, but getting back to the topic, if you're looking for an opportunity, an extra form of income that, like he said at the beginning, there is a little bit of a learning curve, but once you get it, you get it. So, and you can market anything. Anything's marketable. You just have to know how to do it and where to do it. And that's part of what we do is, we learn how to do that and then we share how we do it. So.
Right.
Yep.
So if you found value or if you want to learn more, drop us a like, share this post, and type in a comment below requesting more info. We'd be happy to share our opportunities with you. Happy to tell you about more in depth what it is that we can do to help you grow while we grow, right? Because we're growing regardless of whether or not you decide to join us. It's just a matter of time. 5 years from now, when you see that we're making $1 million a year or more, and you're like, oh wow, I can't believe those guys are actually doing it. Hey, man, maybe I should join. Yeah, you should have 5 years ago, and you could also be joining. You could also be making 7 figures, but that's fine. We'll take it whenever you're ready.
Better late than never.
Better late than never. So, if nothing else, we need to be planting seeds in your mind today, hoping that they will eventually grow into pretty little flowers that we can pluck later and put in a vase and give to your mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell that was all about. So, anyways.
Right. All right, you guys.
Again, like and share, like and share, like and share, like and share. If you don't want to say anything, I don't care, but like and share, please.
Yeah, because
just like and share this.
You don't know who in your friend base might be something that they really need. That they're ready for this opportunity. They just need somebody to share it and put it in front of them. So. All right, you guys. I hope you guys have a good evening, and we will talk to you later.
Good night.
Bye, guys.